Next day, Arthur's POV, Jungkook was waiting for Taehyung to show up while leaning his back to the car door. He was in front of Taehyung's university, and people who passed by Jungkook didn't let go of the chance not to stare at the handsome man. Everyone who saw Jungkook also stopped their track just to look at Jungkook, sometimes stealing a glance to watch him, or sometimes pure stares. When Jungkook catch some of the group of pretty girls was staring at him, Jungkook winked at them, get the girls happily. Jungkook was wearing jeans with black t-shirt and sunglasses. His hair looked so neat when thankfully he actually didn't shower for today. Actually, Jungkook was lazy to shower in the morning, and in the noon Jungkook overslept and forgot to pick Taehyung from his uni. So Jungkook just grabbed something, whatever clothes he reached to, then washed his face and combed his messy hair and sprayed a perfume, and he still had chance to grab his sunglasses before drop out to the uni. Thanks God that he arrived on the time, but it has been 20 minutes already, but Taehyung hasn't shown up yet, so Jungkook came out of the car and waited outside while trying to act cool and flirt with those students. Where are you, Taehyung? Jungkook mumbled himself while looking around for Tae. Then he saw him who he had been waiting for, but he was with someone that looked so familiar to Jungkook. Jungkook squinted his eyes to see the other person and recognized it was Minho. Looked like Taehyung was still not aware of Jungkook's presence. Jungkook was about to call out Taehyung's name when suddenly Minho covered Taehyung's face and then kissed his cheek. People around them held at their steps to see what happened at the scene. Same goes to Jungkook, who only could look at them with wide eyes and open mouth. So sweet. The squirrel woke Jungkook up from his thought. I know, right? They are so sweet, the other girl said when Jungkook looked at back at Taehyung and Minho. The two guys were smiling towards each other, and that was the first thing Jungkook saw. The biggest smile on Taehyung's face. Are they really boyfriends? Yes, they are the most lovely couple in the university, the student said, and Jungkook gulped down the saliva for letting out loud his question. And although Taehyung seems so cold and not talking, but he is cheerful one when he is with his boyfriend Minho. The girl continued explaining, but how can Taehyung still want to be with Minho when he knows Minho is a playboy? The other girl debated. I tried to get Minho back, but when he back then and he flirted back at me even if there Taehyung beside him. That what I mean, and Taehyung seems okay with that. I'm confused. Are they really boyfriends or just friends with the they kissed on cheek and hugged in public but none of them care about each other's feelings. Jungkook just listened to their conversation quietly, and then they turned to ask him, by the way, who are you? You look so curious about Taehyung. Oh, I am Kim's driver, Jungkook said, and the two girls looked at Jungkook up and down and their disbelief. Look, you don't look like one, the girl commented. Then how do a driver should look like? Jungkook asked. Old man, not too handsome, not well dressed, or at least wearing a driver uniform, definitely not jeans and sunglasses, really. He think he will look handsome. Girls nowadays don't look at man's face, but what's more important is the thickness of their wallet. Those girls were laughing at Jungkook and definitely judged him straight on his face. Jungkook's baby, if you judge people by their clothes, then what if I said you two look like a wish? I said, and both of the girls looked shocked by my rude comment. They definitely looked like one since they were wearing relevant clothes. Are they went to uni to study or to show their hard slap suddenly landed on my cheek. The slap was as loud as thunder, and that made everyone who heard the thunder look at us. My cheek felt like burning. I saw Taehyung and Minho walk towards us, and once they stood near me, those girls, rude girls, immediately left, while I, of course, said some disgusting word about me, like poor people like you will never be rich by working as a driver, disgusting freak. Well, I am working as a driver, definitely not to be rich. I am, since I am already rich. Why she slapped you? Minho asked me. I just ignored her question and looked at Taehyung instead. He also gave me a questioning look. Are you going home now, Taehyung? I asked him. I will drop him home, Minho answered instead. We needed to go somewhere, he added. Oh, I was really disappointed. You should have told me early so I would not just waste my time here. They suggest text me to not pick him if they was going on a date with his boyfriend. I thought that Taehyung had feeling for me. I think I was just thinking highly of myself until I forgot that I am no one, just a driver that no one wanted to look at. I'm going now, I said, and got inside the car without waiting for anyone to say or answer anything. Am I jealous? No, I'm definitely not. Flashback. Taehyung is my mom. What's your language? I'm already said sorry. Okay, that's how you're apologize with the yelling. Honey, it's okay. No, it's not okay. He should be punished. Dad, you don't do this to me. I am an adult. You are just 15, Taehyung. His dad gripped the wrist before he dragged Taehyung to the basement and locked him in a room. Think what you have done and I will get you out. Don't. Taehyung tried to get out from his dad, unconsciously pushed him hard, and that made him fall back, landed on his butt on the ground. Then his dad looked at Then his dad took that chance to close the door and lock it. This is what you get if you are telling rude to your mom. Taehyung's dad yelled at Taehyung, bang on the door hard. You would not do this to me if my real mom would be still alive. Taehyung kicked the door with so much hated. Taehyung, that woman who you yell for being a witch is also your mom. She did nothing wrong. She care a lot for you. Why you can't see that? What have she done to you? Thanks at his mouth, hearing his dad's word. What his dad said was right. Thanks. His stepmother cared a lot for him, but Taehyung still couldn't accept that his dad married again after his biological mom passed away because of cancer. Taehyung doesn't want to admit the presence of his stepmother. They knew his dad. She did nothing wrong, but they just hate her because she is trying to take place of his real mom. Taehyung thought that she took his father's love away from Taehyung because of her. His dad hated him, but deep down they knew it was not like that. He just felt neglected since his dad remarried because his father cared for her more than his own son. So since then he started being rude and become a problematic student in school. Taehyung thought by being some of the headers to his dad would made his dad to look at Taehyung and started to show some love for his son like before, but they thought wrong. Every time Taehyung did something wrong, his dad would punish him, like locking him in basement or took away his phone game for a week. They just want to be loved by his dad again, just Taehyung alone. But now he believed that his dad hated him so much for being such a problematic kid. I hate you, Dad. I wish you were dead. As Mom Taehyung yelled out loud and kicked the door once. The last time, fine, then I will be dead. His dad said, and a tear formed in his eyes, and then he left the basement. That night, their family maid was the one who unlocked the door, and that made Taehyung confused, especially when he saw that she was crying. Where is Dad? Why are you crying? Taehyung asked, and she just cried hard. The plane cousin, fire, Jimin's, and your parents are gone, Taehyung. Taehyung froze on his spot and felt his body started to crumble. They wish it was a prank or a lesson from his dad to teach him, but it was not. Since that day, Taehyung swore to himself to not talk again due to trauma that he caused his dad, because the last thing they said to his dad was, I wish your dad had become true. Taehyung believed that talking is a curse. Ever since that incident, Taehyung couldn't forgive himself and for what happened. The first few months was hard for Taehyung. They would sleep on at his dad's room or at the basement and hope that if he woke up, his dad's face was the first thing that greeted him. But all just left was nightmares until one day he decided to hurt himself with his grandpa came and saved Tae, and because of that his grandpa bring Tae to live together with him and Jimin. End of the flashback. Taehyung's POV. My eyes were wide open because of the nightmare again. I hid under the blanket, shut my eyes tight, and cried hard. I was drenched in sweat and trembled in fear. The nightmare was the worst because it was not just beat by beat, but I heard the door open, swing, and footsteps coming. When I felt a touch, I started being traumatized again. It's my fault. They are dead because of me. My words gets away from me. I did not know where I got the bravery to talk or yell, but all that time I don't care about anything more. Suddenly I felt a hug and the person rocked my body in his embarrassment. No, you don't say like that, Thangi. It's not your fault. It's never been. It was Jungkook's voice. It was so calming and I slowly felt warm. Only Jungkook could make me feel like this, calm after the storm. I know what happened to your parents. I know why you don't want to talk. Jimin told me everything. Jungkook confessed. Talking is not curse, so don't blame yourself too. You think your parents want you to be like this? No, they will be sad. They loved you, Taehyung. They are still watching after you from heaven, and you should stop blaming yourself. It never been your fault. No one wants this to happen. Jungkook patted my hair gently. We are not forcing you to talk again, but all we want is stop blaming yourself for what happened. I opened my eyes and saw he was smiling at me. Jungkook covered my face before he wiped away my tears with his thumb. Looking at me like this every night make me looking at you like this every night make me hot. I wish I can take you away your pain, Jungkook said and hugged me. When we stayed like that for a few minutes, even though I had already calmed down, I still don't want to let Jungkook go. His Grandpa and Jimin left the room once they saw we were hugging and gave time only for us. Jungkook let go of the hug and he said he would sleep on the couch as usual, but I did the most unusual thing I have ever done. Sleep bed. I managed to let out a few words while tapping the empty space beside me. You want me to sleep on the bed with you? Jungkook asked, confirming as I nodded. Well, okay then. Jungkook then settled himself beside me. I will sleep beside you tonight. He tugged me to on the bed before lie down beside me. We were lie facing each other under the dim light, and his smile never faded away. Good night, Hyungi. Night, I managed to say, even though I was stuttering. I didn't sleep right away after the race, but look at like Jungkook did. I was thinking about his voice. Jungkook was right. I should stop blaming myself. Mom and Dad would not be happy with me if I kept hurting myself. With a few new determination and bravery, I drifted to sleep and hope things would change. Tomorrow, I snaked my arm around Jungkook and unexpectedly, I also felt his arm wrapping around my waist and Jungkook pulled me closer. I'm going to get a night dream again because of Jungkook. When I woke up the next morning, I saw Jungkook was not there on the bed anymore. Instant, I found a note. You can always count on me, Taehyung. Jungkook's baby was waiting outside the library because Taehyung is currently inside searching for some books I was bored waiting for. So I sat down on the bench while daydreaming. It has been 3 months since I left my home. How will I go back to my home when I still couldn't find my soon to be wife? Was this mean I should forget about being the next chairman of my dad's company? But that was not what worried me most. My parents would kick me out for real once they knew that their son is gay. Yes, I am falling in love with Taehyung, and until now I did not dare confess to Tae about my feelings first because Taehyung already has been her second. I am poor and just a driver for Tae. Third, Tae will hate me for sure once he know the real me. I already gained his trust and I am too afraid to reveal my true identity to Taehyung. When did my feelings for Tae started? I don't really know when my love for Tae started to develop, but for sure I don't like to see Taehyung get hurt. I want to protect Tae, to make him happy and to make sure his smile never disappeared from his cute face. When I hug on or touch Tae, I crave for more. I want to hold. I never want to let him go. I want to shower him with kisses. So Tae knew that there is someone who loves him so much. Before before sleep, I think about him until drawn to dreamland and Taehyung, also the first person that came back to my mind once I woke up the next morning. Things that I actually hate also seems okay and even fun. The dessert, for example, I don't like to eat sweet, but every time they offer me his cake or ice cream or any dessert, I can't reject but eat it together with him. The desserts are delicious, maybe because I ate with him, but when I eat dessert alone, it will not taste the same. I know this young Jungkook has gone crazy. Honestly speaking, I never fall in love for real, but all of this is new feelings to me, and only thing he could change me to be who I am today. And now I know the confirm about my feelings to him. I really fall in love with him. My daydream was interrupted once I felt a hand shook my shoulder. To be continued. Ami, how was it? Don't forget to comment it down. I hope you will love it. And what do you feel about the story? Comment it. And thanks a lot for liking it. Be happy and healthy. See you again with the next episode. Bye bye.